What is up, YouTube? Bit of a different video today. We're currently in the beaver, as you can see behind me. Without meaning to show off, so I've just not done an intro for this before coming away. Now, every Thursday, me and Luke from Bulldog Plumbing and Heating do live, and I thought I'd just upload it to YouTube as people were asking for it on a podcast. Well, I've done the live, so if you want to watch it, watch it. If you don't, you don't. It won't interrupt the weekly uploads of day in the life content. Let us know what you think. Drop it down in the comments. It is quite long. It's just like an extra. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Frozen screen. There we go.
So was yours. How's the internet?
Really good, mate, to be fair. It's my backlight that keeps playing up, man. Oh my days. Hold on. I've got one of them fancy lights. There you go, I'm back. If it happens again, I'll just put the main light on. So yeah.
Why did you keep going out?
I don't know, mate. It was a cheap thing off Amazon that I bought, you know what I mean? It's 20 quid. It's like a ring light. So yeah, I just bought one of them. It's all got a stand on it and everything, so how's it going, man?
In your eyes, but
See me on.
I can see the ring light in your eyes. Look.
Oh, can you? Oh, no. Yeah, I might swap it to the big light in a minute. Yeah.
Have you covered with Rhino?
Yeah. I've been covering them since I started. I picked up at installer.
When did you start?
So, when did I start? November 2021. That's when I went on my own. So I'm new to it, I am.
Was that in the peaks of COVID?
Just after, wasn't it? We went through all the lockdowns and everything. Then it started to open all back up. So yeah, it was with 2021 when I started. I think we had another lockdown after I started. It'd all gone by then. So yeah.
Oh, I don't envy you.
So how long have you been on your own then? Because you've been at it way longer than me. On your own.
2022. No, 2012.
2012. 2012. Okay.
2012.
Wow, you've been at it a long time.
I was 22. That's what I was trying to work out because I was 22.
Oh, well,
that'll be 2012.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah, 2012.
So
did you graft? It's lonely.
Did you work for anyone else before you went on your own, or was it like qualified straight on your own?
Yeah, my dad. I was So I served my time with my dad.
Yeah.
For 4 years. And then as soon as I qualified, I went on my own because that was always the plan. He didn't want to grow his business. I mean, he's retired almost now. So yeah, he didn't want to grow his business, and I just went off on my own. But so it wasn't as scary as you'd think because he would always supply me with work if I needed it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like a massive leap, and you just like you probably did.
Yeah, I mean, when I went on my own, I was walking away from like a really well-paid job. Like I was with British Gas, and like it was scary because I just took out my mortgage and everything. Like we just moved into a house 6 months before, and I just jumped on my own. Yeah, it's proper scary.
Why?
Did you hear about the fire?
What made you go on your own?
Did you hear about the fire and all that? Yeah, right. So I never thought they'd do it. So basically what they said was, we're going to sack you or you sign a new contract. And it was what probably a lot of people didn't see. It was work more for less money. So we all took a stance and look, that ain't happening. And I never thought they'd do it. So I went on strike every day the strike was happening. I went on strike and then they did it. They did the fire and I was like, forget it, I'm gone. And that happened in the April. So I just bided my time. And when it comes to the winter, I was like, boom, see you later on my own. Yeah.
Risky.
Big risk, mate. Big risk.
And what? Oh, fuck. What? Permanent ban will ensure it does not end in 5. Have you got that on your end?
What's that?
System notification.
Nah, I ain't got one, mate. You ain't hooked up to the neighbour's internet, have you?
Permanent ban. No. I don't know. I don't know. If it's a person who's joined, who's put that, or TikTok.
Don't know, mate. Well,
Anyway,
we'll stay live until you get banned. Then why not? There you go. So we're live until Dan gets thrown off.
What was I going to say then? How are you getting your work then? How did you get your work when you first went out?
First started, I just went on Facebook, social media, went on there, done it old school, Flyers as well. Flyers was a good one, man. It's a bit underrated, that is, like just getting some flyers and going door to door. I mean, I was going door to door, and when the people were there, I was giving them the flyer to the hand and saying, oh yeah, it's my business. So I got a lot of work like that. Then mainly now it's word of mouth. I get a lot of work word of mouth. Like I don't really advertise.
Yeah, that's definitely the best way. But flyers, I tried flyers, it didn't work.
Hey,
Facebook was the one. Yeah, Facebook was the one. And word of mouth.
I mean, I suppose if you've got like 11 years behind you, your name's got to be everywhere around your local area now.
Now it is, but it comes to summer months like now. Well, since April really, and it does go quiet.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing next week yet, and we're on Friday tomorrow.
I got clear, mate. Don't worry about it. I've got 2 days next week. I really ain't worried. I'll tell you what. When it comes to the summer, all gas engineers, plumbers, we all save our scrap, don't we? So I said to myself, you know what? When I've got a day and I haven't got nothing to do, I'm going to sort the scrap out. And it's been sitting there since April.
Have you got plenty?
Yeah, there's a beer fund there, mate. I say it's going to be a good Christmas.
You strip out the lead washed heat exchangers.
Yes, sing your tip on that. Straight out, mate. Got the multi-tool on them.
They're about 15, 20 quid, if not up to 30 quid sometimes.
Yeah, I'll strip them all out, man. I've got a few questions off people. Jay, do you think you'd be self-employed now if British Gas didn't do that? No. I would have been there. No, mate, if they didn't do that, mate, I still would have been at British Gas. And you wouldn't be watching me live because I wouldn't have done TikTok neither. So, every silver lining. Facebook, someone's asked how do you use Facebook exactly? But how did you use Facebook for your advertising?
The local village groups.
There you go. Yeah.
Posting in them local village groups. Yeah.
Yeah.
No paid advertising.
Nah. Yeah, like you said, local village groups, local groups, anything like that. Just try and be a part of the community. It's what I normally do. Like if people need help, even if it's not plumbing or heating related, if they're after somebody or need a service, I'll try this person because then your name starts getting around the community. Then so he's helpful, and the more your name's seen, the better. So yeah, same as you, all the local village places. So yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I know you. Have you got any other questions? It's off my screen now.
I think your comments. I don't think you can see my comments, and I won't see yours. So I haven't got any at the moment I'm on.
I've not had any comments.
Oh yeah, no comments. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. That comment saying I'll be banned was a user. I've just clicked on it.
Oh,
it was just a.
Oh, fair enough.
Look pretty official though. To be fair.
No way. Oh, I've got some questions coming through now. So, Chronicles of Gas Engineer says we sponsor Walking Annual magazine for £25 a year. It's a belter. Any local groups work? Yeah, local groups, 100%. People like community people, so that's a good one. Van's got a question. Macca, right? Did you buy or lease your van, Dan?
I've bought every one, but one, and I've bought that on finance.
Okay.
The one but every other one I've bought. This one that I've got now is bought outright. But I don't get brand new. And I didn't like the finance. I didn't like having a monthly payment. Even though now I'm thinking the only way I can afford a new one is by finance or leasing.
So I was really lucky with mine. I got mine before van prices went stupid. I think I got a Ford Transit Custom just before the van prices shot through the roof. But yeah, I bought mine because I didn't want the headache of the monthly payment. So when you get self-employed, there's all these outgoings, and you're scared anyway because you think, oh, how am I going to pay the bills? The van I just bought outright. Oh, it's done me proud, to be fair.
Someone once said, your van is virtually a member of staff, and you wouldn't pay for your staff 5 years in advance the wages.
Yeah,
so that
you can look at it like that, can't you? No, yeah, that's true.
Evening TikTok tradesman. He is my first and only comment.
I've got a question for you. Dan off C&G Gas Services. So how much fake tan has Dan used on his face? That's hot. There's your answer, C&G Gas Services. Mikey.
Lee, what the hell?
See you there.
What is doing on your side?
I don't know. Yeah.
Hold on. I had a load of hassle with my first van, so was put off all the vans for life. You've got an electric van, aren't you, TikTok tradesman? That's going to sound really rude now, but I don't actually know your actual name. Not you, Luke. I meant TikTok tradesman. I mate, you're right.
So
he's on my side now.
Is he come on your side?
Yeah. Filters, mate. Adam, that's it. I knew it was. I didn't want to say it. I knew it.
Yeah, I mean,
are you going to get electric?
Go on.
No, I was just asking Adam because he's got electric van and he's looking for a new one at the minute. I was going to ask you, is he going to stay on an electric van or is he going to go back to dirty diesel?
Yeah, just before I left British Gas, I actually had to give my notice in early because they was all pushing my area to go to electric, and they wanted to put the charging port and everything in my house. And obviously, I was leaving anyway, so I kept putting it off, and I said I was leaving anyway. The area manager put the whole area on electric vans, but what he didn't realise was how much charge these things took and how long it took to charge them. So all the area got put on electric vans, and then the downtime was horrendous. Like people were spending 2-3 hours a day charging the vans. So nobody had a diesel van, and all of a sudden their workforce went from 100% down to 70%. Nobody left. It's just that they had to keep charging the electric vans. And that's the only reason why I'll shy away from electric van is the charging points and that.
How far are you travelling though to jobs? Ish. Where's your
Not
furthest
far.
away?
Not far. I'd say 10 miles, if that.
Yeah. I think I did, probably about 15 today, and that was like... Where's my passport?
Yeah, I mean, I do have people on TikTok message me and say, can you cover this area? And to be fair, I'll go anywhere. I really will. But you're going to pay for me to come. That's the thing. Like, if I've got to travel out my way... If it takes me an hour to get there, an hour to get back, and an hour on the job, that's 3 hours. I can't just charge for 1 hour, you know what I mean? Like, not when I can get jobs 5 minutes up the road. So my work area is pretty small, to be fair. Which is the way I like it.
Hold on, I got a question. Any advice for a near 40-year-old in college trying to get into the trade? After you've, or are you wanting to get into the trade now? What advice, Luke? All right, Grant.
Well,
What advice?
you said your dad taught you. Well, my dad taught me, but my dad didn't start his gas training until he was 44. He never done the gas until he got to then. So you're never too old to start something new. If anything, it can go to your advantage because you're more mature. Like people know that you're in that age,
Yeah,
you've
but
got commitments and that.
I think he's at college now doing his level two,
Okay,
2 evenings a week. I think he's on about how do you get out into the world doing the job. I think that's what he means.
so how do you get the
Maybe
experience?
getting a job.
Oh, how do you get him a job? Just hassle. You've just got to keep.
That's
I mean, you've just got to keep on
yeah.
applying anywhere you can. That's the best thing to do. I mean, it might sound mad, but if you really am struggling that bad, volunteer your time. I've known people do
Yeah,
that. If they
and
can't get if they
get
can't get it,
your.
then yeah, volunteer your time. It's all experience at the end of the day.
I had to volunteer my time to get my gas,
Yeah,
because my dad's he only does water. Because back in their day, you know what I mean. When it was Corgi, before Corgi, they didn't. Anyone could do gas.
yeah,
So he did used to do boilers, but then when Corgi came in, he stopped. Sorry, he never sat his gas and just carried on doing bathrooms and general plumbing. Um, I forgot. I've completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, so I had to volunteer with. I had to volunteer for 1 day a week to get my gas evidence whilst doing it at college, and that was a free day every single week.
yeah.
But I'd suggest putting your CV in plumbers merchants.
That's a good one. Yeah, plumbers merchants. If you get to know them, they can help you out with stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, look, because your age is going to go for you sometimes because they know you've got commitments and that. So
Yeah, but the money side of things with your age.
yeah, yeah, I know it is hard. I mean, even if you volunteer your time at weekends and that, it is just for now. It's just to get the experience.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is hard though. No matter what age you try and get into this game, it is hard.
Adam says he met a guy at the installer who employed himself through his apprenticeship.
What? Employed himself?
I think I'm getting. Yeah, I'll give you a job. All right,
No way.
can I say that as well? Oh. uh, Grant, people do still ask if you're corgi, not gas safe. I just say yeah.
Oh yeah, you get the
Yeah,
old days.
corgi.
Oh, are you corgi registered? Absolutely. Not a problem.
You're
Oh,
lying. Get your gas safe now.
that's it. No, that's a different conversation. When you try and explain that to him, like it's not corgi no more, it's gas safe. Who? Look, don't worry about it. I'm corgi. So, Lee says, "What was the
Right.
catalyst that made you leave BG?" Their attitude, mate. It was just their attitude towards the staff. They looked at us like we was nothing. Um, so yeah, I couldn't work for a company like that. I got offered like a lot of money to stay and stuff like that. I couldn't do it. I really couldn't. If anything, I'm on less money now, but I'm happier.
People think that being self-employed is more money. It's not.
No, I think it's more the freedom that you get with it. Like I can take my kids to school, and like tomorrow I've got a day off. Tomorrow I'm doing a 4 day week because I can. You know what I mean? You get that type of freedom. I don't work weekends no more. I get them with my kids, so it's less money, but I get to control what I do. Lars better.
You're right, Grant. When they do see your mugshot on Gas Safe website when you were rough on a photo, mine's terrible.
Yeah, mine's really bad. No, my gas safe card. I had it took on like when I was still at BG, and it was took on a tablet, and like the flash went off. So like my eyes, I'm like this, I'm like this. Really bad. So yeah, like if I go to a customer's house, I just quickly flash it. Yeah, it's me. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
really bad. So yeah,
What was it? What? Uh, Yeah, Lee, you're right. The freedom is priceless, and total control is second to none. Being self-employed.
It can be scary though. When you first start out, I remember when it was in February that I'd only been going 4 months, and it was the first time that I had a quiet week, like dead quiet. Like the phone didn't ring. I don't know where my next job was coming from, and I panicked, really panicked, and I thought I've only been advertising on like Facebook and stuff like that, and I thought, oh, I better do some more advertising, and I panicked, right? And I got in touch with Checker Trade, and I signed up with them, and it's
Yeah.
probably the worst mistake I ever made in my life. Honestly, they
And
are terrible, awful. Anybody out there never sign up with Checker Trade? Them awful, so bad.
why?
Because they're owned by HomeServe, aren't they? So
Are they?
they've got to take the cream of the crop. Then you just get. I mean, there's a job come through. I remember it. There's like boilers broke down, got no money, take credit card? Question mark. Like, I'm paying so much a month, and that's the best lead you've got for me. It's rubbish, mate. Absolutely horrendous.
Um, it is scary, but life's all about risks.
Yeah, I think one thing I've learned from being self-employed is like enjoy the quiet time because it don't last.
No, it don't. And I find it's either mental busy or dead. There's no
Yeah,
like. It's not.
yeah,
Yeah. It's no in between medium. Happy medium. Um. Yeah. So summer it's dead, and winter it's mental busy.
yeah, yeah.
It
I'll
is
say I
quite.
just I do enjoy the quiet moments now. I really do. I always find as well when you got a quiet moment and you've sent off like 3 or 4 quotes, all of a sudden all them quotes just come back at once. And you're like, crap, where do I put you now? What do I do? Yeah, it
Then you
can like
start.
you say, it's feast or famine.
Then you start panicking. Then when everyone comes back, accepting. I've not got time for this.
Yeah, I got time. Yeah. Oh, everybody does this. Do you ever go to a job that you quote, right, and it's a pig of a job, absolute pig of a job, and you
You
think,
don't
right,
want it.
forget this job. It's got to have like I call it shit tax. I do.
Yeah.
Like it's the worst job in the world. Nobody wants him. Like, okay, forget this job. It's got to be worth my time.
Yeah. I've
I
just
do.
been to one today.
Yeah.
Which is a shower enclosure.
Okay.
A quad to change. On your own. No.
I like
No.
them.
I just put all day in for it. I thought it'd make a good YouTube video.
Yeah.
Have you got something for this weekend?
Yes, I've got the second fix of that designer radiator. So I
The
got
one
that.
that the one that we've all already seen all over TikTok.
Yeah, but I've got it's a 20-minute version. Yeah. I managed to get that in. Yeah, so
20 minutes. You need to cut them down.
I do, mate. I do. To be fair, yeah,
I,
I'll say you need it nice and condensed. So yeah, I'm gonna look at cutting them down definitely.
I say that, but PBs are always nearly an hour. PBs are always nearly an hour. I was laughing at a comment, not at PB. I promise PB.
I'm gonna clip that. I'm gonna clip that.
he's about he's about at least 3 times the size of me. Sorry, MJ tips are always like half an hour long, and these guys are massive. So maybe they are the right way around. I just go off feedback on comments, and lots of them say 10 minutes is perfect, but that doesn't mean it suits everybody.
Suppose it depends on the job as well, like how much detail you've got to go into. I think I'll watch your one where you're doing the putting the shower bar in and the panels.
Yeah, that was last night. Was that
Yeah.
last night?
So
Oh,
yeah. If you got that to half hour, mate, you would have bored everyone to tears. It was the right amount of time for that content. But the one that I put on with the Japanese toilets, that's like 36 minutes. But there's a lot of intricate parts in that. You know what I mean? So
But you see now you've just reminded me of that. I've watched about 10 minutes. I won't like to guess between 8 and 10 minutes of that video, and I keep
yeah,
thinking because I don't have a 36 minute solid freedom. I keep thinking I need to go and we need to go and finish that. I need to go and finish that, and then people will forget, like I
yeah,
had, that I've not even finished watching it.
exactly. Yeah,
I quite like half an hour video personally to chill out before bed. I mean, I'd like to do half an hour videos twice a week, but I don't think I'd be able to. Which is why a lot of plumbers don't post YouTube videos twice a week, because I bet they struggle to get that content.
it is hard, but team trying to do your job at the same time.
Well, yeah, and I'd always be fixing toilets and servicing boilers, and people would be like,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you gotta watch what content you don't want to put content out there for the sake of putting content out there. Like, so I suppose you gotta pick and choose what you do. But YouTube, as I say, I am pretty new to that. Finding your sweet spot on it is hard.
I think you also need a big break.
Yeah,
You need one video to do good.
yeah. That's what
And
happened with TikTok.
yeah, that's it. It's same with any social media. You need one Instagram reel to do good. You need one YouTube video. You need one TikTok video just to do good. You need help from their algorithm.
Yeah,
And I don't know how you achieve that. I've had my biggest video on YouTube is about 5,000 views, which is tiny because YouTube's absolutely massive. Do you know what I mean? If you had a video that had hit 100, 200,000 people, which is probably it's not impossible at all. You'd expect to gain a few thousand subscribers off that, providing the video is decent, obviously.
yeah, yeah. Like you say, it's the same with any social media. You have just got to have one that takes off, then it kind of snowballs, though. Right, I'm just gonna have a quick look at the questions that have been coming through. See what we got.
Right, Mickey.
Paul passed his gas exam last April at 48. Fair play, mate. You live round the corner from me. That ain't a threat, is it? I'm joking. Well done, Paul. That's sound. Lee, what's
face?
What's the highest majority of your work now? Service, repairs, or installs? What do you mainly do?
Mine is service and repairs, 100%. I
Okay.
get jealous when I see like Jones the Gas posting combi swaps every day. I'm like, that's where the money is.
Smashing it, he absolutely smashes it. His installs are pretty nice, though, to be fair.
They are, but I don't get called for them. Do you get what I mean? I'm not getting a chance to quote them. It's always service and repairs, and then in my head I'm thinking, I can't say this on TikTok, but in case any customers are watching, but I'm thinking, your boiler's getting older. Do I start being that? You know what I mean? So it's last legs now.
I'd say I don't know if you mainly do service and repair though, you're gonna get known as a service and repair guy.
Yeah. It's easy servicing. Well, servicing is. Repairs are enjoyable until they're an intermittent fault.
Oh, I don't about them.
Oh.
No.
Yeah. But I enjoy installs as well because you're in one place all day. You're thinking, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, installs is installs where the money's at. To be fair, you can make good money off installs, but for me, job satisfaction is breakdowns. Absolutely love Yeah, I love doing breakdowns, man. If we can fix something, buzzing, mate. Love it.
There's always that moment though where you switch it on and think, please.
Yeah, one of my favourite things to do is if the customer's watching me, I'll go, hold on. And as I turn it on, I'll go, watch him jump back.
And then what happens if you haven't fixed it?
Oh, no, yeah. I've done my best, love. £120, please. No, It is a bit different on your own compared to being at a company doing breakdowns, though, because with the company, if you made a mistake, you could, it's only going to cost the company you work for the parts, which ain't good because you're costing your company parts. But if you make a mistake in the real world, they'll say, "Oh, it's the fan, it ain't, it's the PCB," or something like that. You ain't sure that you've cost the customer money. That's the thing in the real world.
How'd you go about it then?
Say that again.
How'd you go about it then? Say like you thought you misdiagnosed it.
Yeah.
You'd put a PCB in, and it wasn't. It was, I don't know. Let's say it was the fan. And how'd you charge the customer then? Because you can't take the board or the fan back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think when that's touch wood. It ain't happened to me yet, but with any part that I fit, I always disclaim it to them. I say, look, to the best of my knowledge, this is the part that's gone. Said, but I can't 100% guarantee nothing else has been affected. I mean, if it's cut and dry, like it's overheating, and you've checked the pump and it's definitely the pump, then fair enough. But if it's an electrical component, always put that disclaimer in because it can bite you in the arse. So
Grant
most of the time, you end up having a new boiler.
That's what Grant just said. It's a new boiler, simple as.
Yeah, sometimes it is. It's one of them. Like you go to buy the part or you quote the part, and it's ridiculous. It's like
I did one. I bet it's 2 months ago now. So it was a Worcester CDI. This is before Green Star. You know, with it's on my YouTube actually, with the diverter valve on the front to the side, so you can't change the diaphragm.
Yeah.
Without taking the plate off and the diverter valve out.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're about, yeah.
I had to do one of them, and I can't remember how much the part was. I think it was 200 or something quid. And I charged 350 quid to do that job. Even though I was only there in the end, well, whilst filming, I was only there about an hour and a half. So I could have done it in an hour, but I thought, this is going to go tits up, this. It did last time I did one, so it's going to do this time. And I tried to get them to get a new boiler because I see 350 quid on a boiler which is 22 years old. It's a no-brainer, but they wouldn't. They just wouldn't get one. They just weren't having it. Just wanted it fixed, and I thought, you know what? It'll make a good YouTube, this.
That is the problem with boilers nowadays, man. When you actually quote the repair, because don't forget, you've got your time to go out and diagnose it. Then you've got, if you haven't got the van stock, which, let's face it, we are going to keep thousands of pounds worth of stock on the van. You got to go and get the part, come back and fit it. Like the cost of that add up. And when you look at like some of the deals you get on boilers now, you can see why people just throw out the boilers and get one with like a 10-year warranty.
Yeah, you're right. I don't carry a lot of spares, expensive spares. The most expensive spare I probably carry is a Worcester fan. And failing that, the right-hand block, even though I've not got one at the minute, but yeah, the right-hand block.
Yeah.
I don't like carrying that because that's 130, I think it's 140 quid now. And I think that just sits, granted, I probably do one a month now, but I didn't used to. And it used to just sit in the van. I think, what a complete waste. I paid for that months ago. And it's just sat there.
Yeah.
But it's mainly so when I go and diagnose it, oh no, it's not actually the flow turbine adapter, the easy one, like fucking what's going on? You know what I mean? It's not. It's always right hand block. And I don't want to be going, because I can do them in about 40 minutes comfortably, the right hand side. I don't want to be going to the merchants, but by the time I've gone to the merchants and come back, I've lost that 40 minutes. I could have just changed the fucking thing.
Yeah.
And they still get nailed. For the
It's a bit of a balancing act, isn't it? What you keep on the van and what it is hard to keep every spare, but I'm the same as you. I don't keep expensive parts on the van. I'll keep, like I said, I've got a Worcester fan because them always go in. I've got diverter parts, stuff like that, gaskets, and that's about it. Like anything else, I'd have to order in.
Yeah, I keep. It all depends on what boilers you've got most of in your area. So around here, because I'm near Preston, Baxi are quite big. Well, no, Baxi are very big, and obviously Worcester are very big. Things like Valence and Ideals, you don't see a great deal of. So I don't carry any of. I carry a Valent pressure sensor. but I don't carry anything else of theirs because I don't really see them.
We get a lot of ideals in the Midlands. Ideals quite big. You see, all the new builds have got ideals in.
You see, I might go over to Ideals after seeing that 800 too.
It ain't getting very good press at the moment, is it?
Nah, honestly, mate, I seen one today. I don't know how they think that taking the pressure gauge off and putting it inside makes it look any better. Now they've put them shit knobs on the front. The 800 and 600s dials were miles sleeker.
Yeah, it's the they've gone for the 400, haven't they? Because they've released the 400s and basically the 800 is what the 400 was.
It just looks so cheap. Whereas if you open an 800 up, all you see is brass and just you stainless steel heat exchange. That's all you see. You just see like metal, and it just looks quality. You pull down the cover of the number 2, and it's like, where's all this plastic? What is that gas valve? You know what I mean?
Yeah, they did the gas valve and the diverter. They changed them, didn't they?
I believe the gas valve's been done so it's hydrogen ready.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah. And the diverter, Mr. Worcester, get out. The diverter, I don't. Yeah, they do leak, but there's nothing really up with them. Easy change.
Yeah, the easy to change diverters on. I do like the preheated trap. I mean, the condensed water heats up to 50 degrees before it even goes out. So
yeah.
All these people that fit him in 22 mil all the way to outside, they ain't got to worry no more. Brilliant. No lagging.
What have they done? Put it next to the flow pipe?
Yeah, so basically
ran the flow pipe.
Curved it round the flow pipe, so it's just constantly being heated up.
Simple, really, then, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean that was genius, to be fair.
But Worcester had Sam, if you're still in here, what was it called? That the thing you put on underneath the boiler that attached to the flow pipe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, they still get that.
Yeah, but that was a good idea.
Yeah, it really was. Really good idea. I don't know what they
did that then for.
You know what? To be fair, I've only ever fitted like one of them. I don't know why they didn't take off. They're actually quite a really good idea. To be fair,
I didn't fit. I've never fit any of them. Condensure. That's it.
Oh, it's condensure. I've got one on my boiler. Condensure. I inherited it though. So.
Is it Worcester?
Yeah, it's Worcester boiler. Yeah. Never been serviced.
That's what I like about Worcesters. They never have to actually get serviced.
I know. Well, mine's being ripped out soon. I'm going from a combi to a cylinder.
Why?
Because I'm zoning off the house. Like I ain't got like a mansion, but I'm zoning it into 5 zones. So you can have you can have my office, the utility, upstairs, downstairs, and hot water. So you can have 5 zones in it. And eventually it will have underfloor heating, so it'll have 6 zones.
Chrissy, thank you for liking the live. I've just noticed it's at 400. I was at 19 for about 40 minutes of this.
Someone's put them on Heat King. That top's a bit tight.
I've been working out.
Get lost. That's a child small. That is.
Extra large, that day. Extra
large. Let's have a look, see if I've got any questions. Let's have a look.
Look at his rhino t-shirt arm there. It's strangling his bicep.
This is a child small. This is. I crammed into it. More money on. Someone's asked about a couple of questions on the installs. More money on installs, you reckon, and how much do you look to make on an install?
What boiler are we swapping here? Are we on about a combi swap or a conversion?
I'd say let's go for a combi swap. That's the most out there at the moment. Combi swaps are massive. Combi to combi.
Labour only. Between 600 and 800 quid, depending on the gas run.
Yeah. We're about 750 plus VAT we want for the day. That,
Are you
yeah,
that?
yeah, I'm that, yeah. I know.
You're making too much money, mate. That's what they say, isn't it? You're making too much money.
Yeah, I went VAT. When was it? September? No, October. Sorry, I had to go VAT.
Is it not a ball ache?
Yeah, massive. Yeah, basically all you do, mate, is become a tax collector for the government. You really do.
Yeah.
And all you do is get
But
people.
I
People
can't,
say, "Oh, if I pay cash, will you take the VAT off?" I'm like, "No." Oh, what am I supposed to do if you give me like 2 grand for a boiler in cash? That's a long time down the pub. Ain't that?
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you got nowhere to spend it anyway. I can't get
You
down to
could, you
like
could,
me mortgage
you
people
could.
say, "Oh, it's 2 grand. I want to pay me mortgage with cash." It's all got to go through the books. I need to pay
What they
myself
don't,
first.
yeah, and what they don't understand is you couldn't do that anyway because there's a paperwork trail. Sorry, if HMRC decided to investigate you, where's this boiler, Luke? This address. There's no, I can't see any payment for this.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. If they wanted to, they could go through everything.
yeah,
So,
they could do. So cash is absolutely useless. Grant, he is rich as fuck, and he has got a big house because he's like I say, 5 zones. Right, Jade, five zone.
it's to be fair, one of the zones only
He's
gonna be
got more
running.
zones than I've got rads.
So the one zone's only be on one radiator. The other zone's going to be on 2 radiators. So the idea is because the office is basically my garage. I converted it all to a garage. So it's like a little snug. I've got my sofa, I've got my cinema screen. I've just got one radiator. So when I come in here, I can just turn it up and down. And the utilities for the gaffer. So in the winter, when we go to work, I can leave the heating on for him and I've only got 2 radiators on. But yeah, that's why I'm doing it. And I can.
Yeah, five though. Unbelievable.
That'll be a good YouTube.
It will, and you'll feel
Yeah.
more comfortable doing it at home.
Yeah, that's when I put the growth for toilet on, that was my own house, and yeah, I could when I watched it back, I could tell I was a lot more comfortable doing it, so that'll be a good one.
That Grant, are you supposed to have said bet it's beautiful and all, or bet it's beautiful anal?
We don't do them type of lives, Grant. Just scroll on up, mate. You might find one.
Oh my god.
um,
Why are you having a day off for? Just because you want one?
well, technically it's a day off, man. I've got the utility, and it needs to get sorted, mate. It's just do my head in now. It's like so the garage was all the way across here, split it in half. This is my office. That side's going to be utility, toilet, boiler room. But all the house electrics, all the plumbing, everything runs through the garage. So I've got to try and board it, plasterboard it, and put sockets in. It's just taking forever. Like trying to get the pipe work in the right place and everything. So yeah, technically it's day off, but I'm going to be grafting on my own house.
You don't get enough time at weekends.
No, like I say, I like to spend time with the kids as well. Like trying to get that balance is hard, man. So if we're gonna get a day off in the week, like I'd rather do that and spend time with the kids then.
Yeah. He obviously worked hard for his place. He worked for British Gas, so he was
That's it,
ripping
mate.
off old lady.
I was, mate. All right, got one here. Any tips for a newly qualified gas engineer?
Tips of what?
Don't know, that's all it says. I'd say,
Yeah, what?
okay, let's go for learning the basics or getting experience. How did you do it? Because like yours is like you worked with your dad, then you went by yourself. Me, I got my qualification. I jumped from company to company getting experience.
Quit. Grant said just quit. But how did I get experience? Well, courses,
Yeah,
manufacturers free courses, and then I did. Oh my god, the Baxi 3-day fault finding course, which is really beneficial if you want to get into learning how a boiler works and the repairs side of things.
Yeah.
I've since forgot most of that, but it's good. Evening, Paul. Experience. You have just got to learn. You only learn by doing it, and we all make mistakes.
Yeah.
We all get. You still get things wrong now. I mean,
So
my YouTube's
what's
full
one of the
of
biggest mistakes you've made then on a job that you can
There's a
think
lot.
of?
Mistake, accident.
Learning curve. We call it a learning curve.
No, because my biggest one, I would still make the same mistake more than. Well, I wouldn't now because I pressed, but I set fire to someone's roof.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good one. No, like proper full on, get the fire brigade out.
It wasn't like proper full on the fucking whole hat. You could see it from outside. All you could see from outside was a lot of smoke. But two fire engines.
Oh my.
Yeah, two fire engines.
That's a good one. I like that.
So what I'd done is it was a bungalow. I was fitting a combi downstairs, and I was rerouting the hot and cold in the attic because they went round the house and it was taking. Well, the old boiler used to take an age to get to where it needed to be. So I drilled two 18mm holes and threaded two coppers up into the attic, and I was soldering down about a metre from the plasterboard ceiling. Just two couplings on. And then about 20 minutes later, I went. The old man who was watching me the whole time. This is my only saving grace. This, because he was a watcher. He opened the hatch on the attic and went, "It's smoky up there, Dan." And I was like, "It'd just be the flux." I got up in the attic. I was like, "What the fuck's that?" That noise, and you know when wood starts and it's got old and it's like cracking away.
Yeah.
I went to where it was. I was grabbing insulation because it was in like the eaves of the house. I was punching insulation in. all my hands all my hands were burnt.
Oh my god.
And no matter what I did, I couldn't put it out. But in the end, the fire extinguisher put it out. Needless to say, it wasn't on me in person; it was in the van. But the fire extinguisher put it out, and then the fire brigade came, and all they do is take a few tiles off, rip the felt off, and check it's gone out. Douse it with water, and off they go. So I was left with. It was only like probably 1.5 meters square that I'd wrecked of felt. That was I'd burnt through the shower cable. Well, it had burnt through the shower cable. Anyway, I've not told you what actually set fire. So what I'd done is I pushed the pipes up and they were touching, the old-fashioned felt, the tar stuff.
Yeah.
And they'd heated up. Obviously, I don't know how this happened, but dripped. No one ever believes this bit, but onto a bird's nest. And that's what happened.
What's the chances? Wow.
But like I say, thankfully, the customer was watching the whole time. And he was like, "It's just an accident." And I still worked for it. That was 8 years ago, and I still serviced the boiler and worked for him every single year.
What, for free?
No.
Still paying it off.
The boiler. I charged him for the boiler, but I didn't charge him for any labour. To be fair, I got everything sorted for him, and there was no damage whatsoever. As in, all that needed to happen was I got a sparking to sort out the shower cable, phone line, and there was another cable that I burnt out. I got the electrician to sort that, and I got a roofer to do the roof, and there were no damage inside.
Wow,
so,
that's a good one. I like that.
But that is why I press. Come on, give me yours and make me feel better.
Oh god, I'm trying to think now.
The only way you're going to top that,
I ain't topping that,
is by blowing someone's house up.
I've flooded a few houses, definitely.
That's spicy.
Probably the worst one was It was when I was at British Gas, and it was a recall of somebody's. Now, if anyone's ever worked British Gas, a recall is just somebody's been out, and then you've got the job, and they fobbed it off. But it was immersion, and every time they turned it on, it was blowing the fuse. So what they did, they replaced the thermostat, and all day it ain't. It's the immersion. It's corroded. It needs a new one. So I'll get it. So I went back. I said I'm going to come back tomorrow because it's a bottom immersion, so it's a combination tank, huge thing. Bottom immersion's gone. I said I'll come back tomorrow, and I'll do it. Turn it off. Don't use hot water. Come back the next day. It's screaming out. They've had it on all night. So for God's sake, so I got the hose, went to put it on the drain off. A few turns, you went bang, just all out the bottom, just scalding hot water. So I'm like, oh shit, put me out. I was like, oh shit, that's too hot. I couldn't do that. Luckily, I had my bungs in my bucket next to me, so I'll just push that in. And I was like, where's my phone? Because I had to hold the bung in. And I called down to the customer, but the customer's like 40 weeks pregnant. Like, she's just about to drop. And I was like, can you come here? But don't panic. So I said, pass me my phone. And luckily, my mate was working round the corner, and he came and we just got buckets, and we had to make something up. But by then it had just gone everywhere, like near enough bore down the ceiling. This woman was hysterical. I thought she was gonna have the baby there and then, man. I was like, just calm down, it's just water, I can sort it out, man. Please just don't give birth. I ain't got time for that. I don't get paid to do that kind of stuff.
It might have been better if the water's broke. You could have said, I don't know what she's on about. She just
it's your fault.
Burst. Yeah.
I had another one as well. It ain't really anything like that, but I remember when I was an apprentice, I was working with my uncle because he's a plumber, and he wanted some help with some radiators. And it's the end of the day, we're filling up and everything, and I'm walking through the front room, and I could see a big wet patch on the floor, and I'm like, where's that come from? So I'm looking up at the ceiling, nothing there. I thought, where's this water come from? So I tap it. Sure enough, it's wet. And I was like, what's this? And I looked at my uncle. He's in hysterics. Like, he's bent over laughing. I go, what are you laughing at? I realised that the dog had walked past 2 minutes earlier, took a big piss on the floor. Then I walked in and started like tap. Like, what's this? Yeah. So yeah, I was a bit of a laughing stock for that for a bit. Yeah, that was a good. Proper got done by that one.
Nice, right?
Yeah, proper rank stunk as well.
Oh my god! Have you got any questions?
Let's have a look.
Hold on. It does happen. It does. What? You shouldn't be terrified. It does happen. We all screw up. I mean, I've got loads of stories. I don't know how my dad didn't kill me, let alone sack me. I did things like, what did I do? Let's think of one. So I was drilling holes in the bath tap. I'm probably third year apprentice at this point. Drilling holes in a bath tap. Drilling holes in a bath for bath taps. And I drilled them too small. I didn't know this at the time, but I put the taps in, and I thought, oh, they're only slightly too small. So I pushed them in, but I couldn't. They wouldn't go in. They wouldn't go in all the way. And then when I went to pull it out, split.
Wow.
So I split the top of the bath. So that was a new bath. I tried picking up a toilet that was in a box, with the handles.
Yeah.
But I picked it up at one end. It just ripped. Smashed.
Oh, mate.
There's loads of them.
You ever had
a
shower glass panel? You ever had one of them shatter on you?
No, I've not had one of them. Touch wood.
Mate, that's the worst one. That is horrible. Like, I've had it in my arms like that, and it's just bang, just gone. Glass everywhere. You just stood there with like, that. Yeah. Horrible.
You stood there holding the two profiles like.
Yeah, what just happened? I've had that happen. It's near enough the last job in the bathroom as well, so Yeah, you're just like, you're near enough done. Bathrooms are a nightmare anyway. You go to put the glass in, bang, you go, oh, yeah, that's a bad one. It's glass everywhere.
Lee said he took his brother to do an install first time and cracked the corner off a 2K limestone fireplace.
Wow.
Yeah, what happened? How did you sort that out, Lee? Did you just cover the cost? How many people you got in your life?
25.
Get over here and stop fucking messing around with it. Hello, mate.
What we got? Central heating is gorgeous. You got a fan over here.
Oh, you make me blush.
See, if you look at us both now, right? So you know, if you order central heating off Wish, I'll be doing it. You get me? Instead of the black hair and everything, you get the big ginger beard.
Hold on a sec. I'll try and pop in tomorrow. So, I've meant to text you back, but I forgot. What was I going to say then?
Oh, have you ever? Someone said, have you ever found a plumber who don't smoke, don't vape, and no tattoos? No, never. That is 3 things that you need to be a plumber. Tattoos. No, 2 things. Sorry, you need to smoke or vape and have tattoos. Other than that, you don't get through college. True story.
Grant said he wouldn't have either. The Cowboys.
Someone says, Will says, I'm an apprentice pipe fitter plumber. Does it ever get any better than this?
No.
I'd say
no. What does it get more? It gets more exciting. The more you learn, the more you get. I can't think of the word. The more you get chance to do more things, and they become more enjoyable. The pipe fitting is monotonous.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing with plumbing. There's so many areas that you can go into and so many things that you can learn. You just got to have a go and get out there and do it. I mean, I never fitted bathrooms until I went self-employed.
To be fair, I as a rule, I say I don't fit bathrooms, but the odd time I do it, because it's only an odd time, I do actually enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if to knock them on the head or not, to be honest with you. Like, them just absolute headache. They really are.
Yeah, they are.
Like the planning that goes into it and the money and it's just a nightmare. It's nice getting paid off them, but actually doing the job and coordinating everything, it's just, I don't know whether it's the rewards there, everyone. They drive me insane. But
it's organising other trades on bathrooms. That's what I find a problem.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because obviously, well, there is some people out there that do bathrooms and they do everything, but I don't do everything. I have to get people into plaster, tiles, stuff like that.
Yeah, my dad does everything. That's just what he's done. Yeah. You're dropping bathrooms, Adam, at end of October. And what are you doing? What are you going to do instead? Do you do a lot of boilers and stuff? That's TikTok tradesman Adam, by the way. Just as a reference. His name's Adam.
Yeah, that's the only reason that I'll do any bathrooms is to fill the time in the summer. That's the only reason I ever did them. So I used to work with my mate on them. We was doing them. He does toiling mainly, but he can do bathrooms. And it got to about September last year, and I was like, "That's it, I'm done." I was like, "I can't do bathrooms during the winter." So all I'll be doing is bathrooms and knocking back boilers, and that's it. Like September time, I don't do anything like that. It's all boilers.
Yeah. Hold on a sec. Right, what we got? Lee, stop sending me gifts. They're a fortune. Lee. Maintenance boilers, but mainly maintenance from trade, I believe. How are you getting on? We need right going forward now. Let's get, because obviously it's 10 o'clock now. I didn't want to drag this out too long and get and bore people.
Yeah.
Do you think we should get other people on?
Yeah.
It would be hard because you've kind of got to wait for the other person to finish talking before it opens your mic up again. I've noticed that.
Yeah, I've noticed a delay as well in it, so it can be hard. But yeah, I could do that.
I'm just thinking with three of us, you just have to be aware that you've got to, yeah, that it is delayed.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a bit funny trying to work out the delay. But I think I've got the hang of it after about an hour now.
Yeah, but I'm saying with three, it might be hard. Um, but it would be good to get Adam on if he wants to come on. It would be good to get Adam on, then we can just see what I know bits about his trade hub thing, but obviously there'll be loads of people that follow us both that don't know about his trade hub.
Yeah.
Trade hub. Um, um, and then I spoke to, do you know Chigs? CP utility.
No, I know of him. I know of him, but I
Yeah,
don't know him.
he said he'd come on.
Okay.
Smart Pipe said he'd come on. I can't remember who else. I think that might be all. That might be all I've mentioned it to. But it just depends if you want to if you want to do this again.
Yeah, yeah, I'll do
I
it
mean,
again, mate. No problem.
I, I don't know. I don't know how successful it's been. I've got 10 people in.
I got 14. Well, to the 14 people watching and the millions missing out.
How many followers have you got?
Um, how many followers have I got now? I think it's about 15,800.
15.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I'm sure it was. Yeah.
24 between you is decent, Adam says. Like, I've not been live for like say 18 months, and back in the day I could hit I've actually got a screenshot of when I hit 100, so that must have been a milestone. 100 people in. But
Yeah.
they weren't from the UK. It must have gone to some Thailand algorithm. I couldn't tell what anyone was saying, but
Yeah, I think I've only ever done one live, and that was after the backseat launch. After I put the video up of the fit in the backseat, just to take any questions. I think what one of my customers jumped on and donated a cowboy hat to me. No, they can donate stuff, and he puts a hat on. Yeah, look at the cowboy hat on. It's mad. But yeah,
yeah. Well, I've had Grant says fair play to you both. I enjoyed the crack, guys. And Adam said it's hard work if you're not visually doing anything. Right. Well, this when I originally said 9 a.m. Next
yeah.
Thursday it's going to be at 9 a.m. and we're going to be working live.
Just live working. You know what? Actually, I've been thinking about doing one of them. You know, when I'm working on my own house, just setting up the tripod and just
You
work
could do it on
away.
your own now.
Yeah.
Tom, I don't know. I felt rude. I felt rude asking. Sorry, someone. He just told me his name because he's not got his name as his.
Oh right.
Make it 10 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah, I got. I
What? Do
got.
you know anything about? Sorry. Do you know anything about engineering? Real results, are they genuine? I don't know what that means.
I don't know. No
Grant
idea.
says, "Go live in your mansion." He's talking to you, not
Oh
me.
right. I'll have to do a tour. It's only a three bed. It's three bed detached. That's it. It's only got three bedrooms. It ain't massive. I'll just make it sound bigger than what it is. Story of my life.
Oh, I don't even bother doing that anymore. No point. And don't even make out like I'm tall anymore. When you get to install it and you're like,
Yeah, did you
Luke,
did you see the picture that Direct Plumbing Supplies put on of me on the stand?
it was on the same video
Yeah,
that was all on.
there was the two chaps who come over. I had a bit of a talk with them, but they're like 6'5" each, both of them, and they put me in the middle. Honestly, I'm up here. Done me dirty, man. Come on.
All right, hold on. They said they offer plumbing courses. It's like on your online intuition. That was that engineering real results. I've never heard of them.
I've
So
never heard of anything like that.
yeah, I probably would be shying away from that.
Yeah, I've never heard of anything like that. To be fair, if it was any good, it would be common knowledge.
Yeah,
Like everyone would be doing it because there's people that are struggling to do stuff like that. Everyone would know about it, so I'd be a bit wary. Definitely. See if I've got any questions on my end. So Liam asks, he just qualified as a gas engineer. Is there any thoughts of where the industry is going, heat pumps or hydrogen?
you're in there, Mr. Baxi. You answer that.
I don't think it'll be heat pumps at all. I don't think they'll work. They will. I think they'll work on new builds, where you can actually do the spec. Underfloor heating and heat pumps probably work well because you've got the surface area to have that low temperature. But retrofitting houses, you got no chance for heat pumps. I really don't think you have. Hydrogen, yeah, the technology's there, but is the safety there? Like with a gas explosion, you take out a house and the two next door. A hydrogen explosion, you're taking out the street and the street next door. Like it's a lot more volatile. So I don't know. I think they'll be looking towards solar a lot as well. I think that's they could be looking at that, but I don't think it's going to be one thing. I think it's going to be a mixture of a lot of things. I really do. I don't think you could say whether it's going to be heat pumps or hydrogen. I think they both got advantages and disadvantages.
If I'm being honest, I'm burying my head in the sand and hoping to God that nothing happens with natural gas and we just carry on.
I don't think we'll see the change in our lifetime. I really don't. Like in the next 50 years, you'll still have boilers in people's houses.
Yeah.
So
50? Is that how long we're doing? 50 years?
Yeah, that's how long I've got left, mate. Be 86 when I retire. I'm lucky.
Probably will be the retirement age.
So my mate Ross says the house that he's doing at the moment, he's got 16 solar panels going on their house. So they basically building a house from scratch. I think they're going to be electrical, yeah.
I don't see the point in having water solar panels.
Oh, don't.
Because well, solar panels that heat your water. I know it's not water in it. Because the electric does obviously the electric in the house, and you can just wire the immersion heater up. You know what I mean? Have immersion heaters. So it's win-win there.
That's what I'm pointing to in doing. That's what I'm pointing to doing. Yeah. So if I ever get solar panels, getting rigged up to the cylinder, but you can get batteries as well, can't you? And you can sell it back to the grid.
Yeah.
So there is advantages there. I think Alan, if you look at Alan Hart's stuff, man, he's proper into it. Like he's got it all decked out. He's got everything.
Yeah. He knows his stuff though, does Alan?
He does, yeah. I do like Alan. He does know his stuff, bless him. Let's see if I've got any other questions.
What?
Let's have a look. I got no questions.
Yeah, no, brother. I'm going to. I think we should call it.
That's a good place to leave it, man. That's over an hour. So yeah.
And we'll. I'll message you later about seeing what you want to do going forward. Yeah, it all depends. It's a commitment. I mean, it doesn't have to be a long term thing. You could get like 2 or 3 people on and think, I've had enough of this. Cheers, Lee. Adam's put opinions. What, mate?
I'll say just see how it goes. I'll say I'm going to come back next week, same time. So yeah, I'll message you. We'll sort something out, mate. Not a problem.
Yeah,
I've enjoyed it, man. It's been good.
It has. There's not enough time, but we'll just start boring people.
I know, yeah. I keep getting messages about you as well, saying, "Oh, who's this Heat King? Oh, if you like him that much, go over to his page. Get off mine. God damn it." Even my wife's
I
asking questions.
honestly,
Who's Alan? That's my wife. Who's Alan? Alan. Alan. My name's Alan Hart. You never heard of Alan Hartcast?
I knew it would come in.
Yes.
I knew it. What was I saying then? I don't know who my 40,000 followers are, but no one's ever heard of me.
Where do you know?
Right. I'll message you after.
Yeah, no worries. I'm all going to pour myself a glass of red wine. Have a chill. Have a relax. Nah, I don't drink red wine. I'm more of a tea drinker.
That'll be cold, that. You need to bring your red wine on next time.
Get the pinky out.
What do they do that thing?
Oh man.
Right, mate. Thank you all for watching on both lives. We'll hopefully do this again. Yeah. I'll catch you in a bit, Luke.
See you all next week.
Peace out.
Peace.
Ciao, bub.
Hey, did you turn this off?